Okay, guys, welcome back to our price action trading lesson. We're going to use price action rules to help us identify directional bias of the market and where are the right areas on the chart where to enter. So the first thing I need to do is I want to identify the structure, and I can see that we have spike up, spike down. So this is big consolidation. So I need to identify the low day important key level, high day important key level as well. We have a nice downtrend working lower. We have a break, close outside of the downtrend. New low was tested, which is important information because this means I have to pause looking to go short. So really right now, I'm not looking to sell. I'm just going to be patiently waiting what's going to happen because we can have correction or reversal. So I'm not thinking about selling. At the same time, I cannot go long below EMA. This was a spike down. Market is pushing higher. This is interesting. This is exactly what I like to see. We have a brand new uptrend established. So my goal as a price action trader now is to identify a channel. We identify a channel on the way down to follow trend line. We'll break a new extreme. And now I want to identify a brand new uptrend working higher. So I'm going to connect these swings, I'm going to copy it, put it at the top, and we have a nice uptrend working higher. What's going through my mind? I want to see two-legged pullback at the EMA. We have a new high, first entry long. I want to see second entry long, high probability setup at the key entry point at the EMA because we're breaking the uptrend and we need to get new high. There is only first entry long. I cannot go long this far from the EMA even though it ended up working. And market keeps pushing higher, and because we can't even touch the EMA and the structure of this uptrend looks so clean and seamless, like one push working higher. What I like doing is I like making the channel just a little bit wider like this because it fits on a higher time frame. It still looks like a one clean uptrend working higher. It aligns with the EMA. So I'm still thinking bullish. I'm a price action trader and I'm still thinking about long opportunities. The trend is up. I'm not thinking about selling. Can I get the second entry long at the EMA? No, market keeps working higher, and now we have overshoot. Not only this is overshoot, which is overbought area on the chart, we broke the trend channel line. We're at the top of the consolidation. This is the key level that we identified. This is not really a significant key level because there are not as many confirmations, but it's still a good area to expect right now. Some influx of sellers. So I gotta be a little bit careful. Overshoot and the key level. We have a second entry long. Can I take it? I cannot. I have to follow the rules. Okay, the context matters. After overshoot, I have to skip the very first second entry long. So this is the reason number one. Number two, you are at the high of the important key level. And number three, there is a gap between the body and the EMA. You're not full at the EMA. So definitely, since we are not full at the EMA and I have overshoot and I have the key level, I have to be patient. I cannot get lured in and taking this second entry long. So let's see what's going to happen. I am considering though double trap or high low, which never formed. We have a horrible signal bar closing below EMA. I was thinking we're gonna get high low confirmation set up soon, but market completely reversed down. This can happen. Overshoot with the key level, so I'm gonna redraw a brand new downtrend, something like this. We have a downtrend working lower. We have overshoot and we broke back above the EMA again. So even though this downtrend was quite strong, it's not uncommon for the overshoot to generate stronger correction. And because we broke above EMA again, that is not even first entry short, I'm now back thinking bullish because this was the bigger pattern. This correction also is overshoot, and EMA is a deciding factor. Because we broke back above EMA and we keep going higher, I'm now leaning more towards this uptrend getting a new high, or at least attempting to test the new high, because this was just prolonged correction and the main uptrend to the left is the bigger pattern. So can I get a second entry long? I cannot. We have a small break new high. I can widen it, but I do have a small break in new high. We're breaking below EMA, so pretty much waiting area. I can't take anything. We have a break and push to a new extreme of this downtrend. So I'm gonna mark my break in new low here. I'm gonna mark my break in new high. Because the downtrend played out and we have second entry long above EMA, I'm thinking now about high low confirmation setup. It still looks bullish, like we're about to get new high for this channel. We're above EMA. This bearish reversal failed, so this is what's going through my mind. Can I get a high low confirmation setup? No high low confirmation setup. We just spiked higher and market reversed all the way down, so I have to redraw a brand new downtrend like this. So far no good setups. Today is FOMC announcement day. This is a major announcement, red high impact news, which means you have to stop trading, let's say around 30 minutes, hour before the news. It generally gets very slow. People are waiting for the announcement. And after news, if it's too volatile, you still want to give it like 10-15 minutes because it can really get volatile and spiky. So we still have some time. Break in extreme. Yes, you have a mini second entry short. I can consider wider channel because we're now breaking lower. It looks like there's going to be reversal, but the second entry short is an inside bar, so either way it doesn't really help me. I can't really take it. Micro double bottom, so nothing here. Downtrend played out. We're too low to these lows. I can't take anything. EMA is flattening. I have no bias. I don't have a downtrend. I don't have an uptrend. Trading range is not established. We're just getting sideways. So this is telling me you have to be patient. I have to skip this area of development. So I'm just even trading here. This is exactly before the news. You can see spike in volatility and news came out. Massive spike down. I'm going to draw downtrend working lower. It wasn't as volatile, so we can start trading this fairly quickly. This is just one spike and the price action looks fairly healthy. And because market keeps trending lower all the way down like this, I'm going to draw a wider channel because this downtrend with the break push to new extreme is so much longer than the initial leg. And it aligns with the EMA, so I have to look for bigger channel because the trend is getting stronger. You can see how better it fits than just this tight leg with the break push to new extreme. So now as a price action trader, I am reading these candles. I'm using the supportive EMA indicator, 1 bar EMA, and the trend is down. So I'm not thinking about buying and I'm only interested in selling. I want to see a second entry short at the EMA. Okay. So I want to see second entry short at the EMA. We're correcting. It's looking hopeful. New low, first entry short, pull back, second entry short. Uptrend played out with the break and almost pushed to new high, double top, but that can be considered enough. I have a second entry short here combined with the triple test. You can see I can draw the resistance, one top, double top, triple top, but it's enough with the EMA. Headed form at the EMA, great setup, but there's quite a gap, so I need either lower high or double trap. Can I get it? I cannot because the trend is simply too strong. You get a double bar entry or lower high here, but it's right into these lows, so not the best setup. Market is pushing higher. You actually have a first entry short, second entry short failure. You technically do have a reversal pattern here. Technically this is a failed second entry short, but to my liking this was too much of a significant push down. You know, this was a strong downtrend working lower. The fact you can't even touch the EMA here, break new low, this is significant push down. I don't think this failed second entry short is as textbook. More advanced trader can consider. You're also buying quite high at the top of the move, but technically it is a reversal pattern. Technically downtrend played out, so I can see the reasons why you can consider. Only first entry long, breaking new high, and market spiked lower. So now I have to explain why there is no reversal, there is no correction, and we already have new lower low, lower than this. So this is what it's telling you. Okay, the bearish bias is probably stronger because the reversal would be stronger if the bulls are taking over. The bulls are not taking over. We're back below, but it's a bit early to identify a channel yet. I need just a little bit more information. Market is moving fast, so no problem if I'm going to be a little bit more patient. Now we spiked back above EMA, so are we going to get a trend range? Are we not? Market pushed lower and another massive spike down. No real opportunity to enter. Now, you can see that we are slowly but surely working lower. So now I have to look for a different channel because this one played out and we keep going lower, and it's clearly not acting as a trend range. So I actually can find some decent spike in a channel pattern, something like this. You can see I get the confirmation here, confirmation here. It makes sense. It is a decent channel. We spiked down. It was a violent spike down. And now we have more flatter alternative. So I'm going to draw the short-term uptrend, new low, first entry short, pull back, second entry short. Now we have second entry short. And if the second entry short is with the direction of the trend, which it is, the trend is bearish. If it is at the key entry point, which it is, because it is at the EMA, you can consider, you have to enter double bar entry. The initial signal bar is bullish, but if you get a break below this bar, this is decent second entry short. So you have a second entry short, you can get lower high. By the time you get a lower high, it's so far from the EMA, you cannot consider, it's too far down. Same thing for the failed second entry long. It kept working though. We have overshoot. I'm gonna redraw the short-term uptrend. First entry short, another second entry short, but I can't take it. The double bar is too big. The difference between this entry point and this is the scalp was almost made. And market pushed lower and it keeps trending lower. So now when I'm watching this, I'm really wondering, hold on, this channel doesn't fit that well. And I was looking for different alternatives, even something like this. But even this steeper channel has overshoot. So I have to look for a completely different channel because the trend down is too strong. It's obvious that if every trend is getting overshoot, there has to be some steeper channel. The trend is simply too strong. We can't even get lower high. Market keeps trending lower so strongly. So I like looking for something like this. This feels a little bit too steep. So I like drawing a little bit like this. You don't have to be perfect. You have to be close. You can always readjust. This is not a bad looking channel. You can see correction phase, push phase, correction phase, push phase, correction phase, push phase, correction phase, and push phase, exactly as you would expect for trend to operate. So the trend is down. Key entry point is either the trend line or the EMA, and we're still looking for high probability setups at the EMA. Market is correcting. I keep resetting the counts. Simple price action. I'm just waiting my turn. New low. This low is one tick lower than this one right here, so there is no count reset. First entry short, second entry short, tick higher, reversal down. You're at the key entry point, and this is great. High probability setup. Second entry short. Can I get a lower high? I can. I have a lower high here, but you have to use double bar entry, which means you have to wait for trigger below this, and this is simply too big. Even this bar is 5.5 points. This is 6-point stop loss. Way too big. You know, you don't have much room. The double bar entry unfortunately formed that bad. If you have better lower high on your chart, great setup, because also as you can see, you have small resistance and you want to combine as many reasons to enter as you can. This is a strong trend down, but on my chart, the double bar is simply too big. But you can see price action acts the same way. You have a correction. I'm going to redraw the short-term uptrend. So really price action kicked in after the news came out. You have a first entry long. So this is a lower high, but it's above EMA. Uptrend doesn't have new high. I want to see failed second entry long. I want to see something like this. Failed second entry long at the EMA. New high, first entry long, pull back, second entry long failure, because when the uptrend doesn't have new high and it's above EMA, I really want to see the failed second entry long that never form. You have it here, but so far down, I can't take it. Okay, the new low, first entry short, pull back, second entry short. While you're watching the second entry short form, you always have to measure, do I have a double bottom or not? Because if I have double bottom, I have to reset the count with a new low, first entry short. So once again, one tick, just like here, so I can keep the count. First entry short, second entry short, and we have another signal bar. Great. Second entry short at the key entry point. Trend is down. Market keeps going lower. Keep going lower. New low, first entry short. You have a longer pullback, so I'm going to redraw a little bit stronger. Trend. We're correcting, and I can see massive spike below EMA. The downtrend is so strong that we can't even get new high, and because the trend down is really strong, I'm abandoning the idea of this uptrend getting new high, and I want to see new high, first entry long, pullback. Just like here, I want to see second entry long failure. I want to see second entry long failure, because since I can see some market geometry here, a lot of times, once there's no break in new high, it explains that there is a key level, key entry point in play. I can make it just a little bit wider. You can see it nicely explains why bulls are struggling here to break it. Once again, you don't have to be perfect. You have to be close. You can just tweak it a little bit. But there was no failed second entry long. This lower high feels a little bit early. Look at the spike up. You know, I really need this failed second entry long below EMA. Market keeps going lower, keeps going lower. We have new low, first entry short. There is one tick below. So you can see new low here, first entry short, sideways push, break a new high. At the key entry point, massive bearish bar. This bar is gigantic, 6.5 points. So it is a great setup, but unenterable because the risk is too big and your limit order will not get filled. You can definitely use deeper limit order, let's say 3.5 points, 4 points risk, but it just plummeted lower. So a lot of these setups are big bars, but educational wise, they're great entries. I have overshoot and market keeps working lower. Now, this doesn't really feel like overshoot because this push down is very, very strong. A lot of small bars. We have a very broad second entry short, and this one is tricky. This is a little bit more aggressive. I would not pull the trigger on this personally, but I know a lot of advanced traders who can recognize the fact that, because notice I'm going to zoom out, this is such a strong downtrend. It's definitely normal sometimes for this not to be overshoot given how strong this is. There can be like additional trend down, but I like to following the rules. It's a little bit too aggressive because it's so broad. This gives you confidence because why the channel is ridiculous. There is no channel like this. The broader these legs are, the more you can trust the second entry short. So more advanced trader can consider you're taking advantage of the momentum of the strong trend down. Broad two legs breaking you high, but we just had potential overshoots. I gotta be careful. And prices keep pushing lower, so it's not acting as overshoot. So I'm gonna widen the channel because it's not acting as overshoot. And this can happen when the trend is super strong. There can be many different channels in play that prices just keep going lower. You keep going lower even after breaking your extreme. This is a massive downtrend, 200 points down. So there's definitely some adjustment when it comes to channels. I cannot sell above EMA. This is bullish correction, so I'm just waiting. I cannot go long. This was downtrend day, so I just gotta be careful. Not interested in selling above EMA. Correction is in play. I cannot go long. Correction failed and market keeps dropping lower. Once again, tiny bars, only first entries. Look at the strong downtrend. Look at the momentum going. You cannot argue with the market. This is supremely strong downtrend. We have first entry short, second entry short, decent setup, breaking new high, great signal bar, second entry short, nothing I can say about this that is bad. Uptrend, break new high, you can see one leg, break second leg. You can consider second entry short here, like this. Price is corrected, lower high, confirmation setup of the second entry short at the EMA, great setup. Your stop loss always goes one tick above the signal bar, so all your trades are protected. You just have to ride this out because the scalp is not reached. And now we have new high, first entry long, second entry long failure, failed second entry long. You can also view it as visual triple test, one bounce, second bounce, third bounce. Textbook setup. It's too late, so I'm marking this mainly educational wise, but you need to study this because if it's not late, these are great textbook setups. It doesn't get any easier. And market kept pushing lower, and now we're about to close. This is the overall structure for today. Very, very strong downtrend after the FOMC announcement. A lot of setups on the way down, so you can see how to use price action rules. You reset the count at the low or at the top of the correction when you're thinking about lower high or failed second entry long. A lot of these setups, they look great on paper, but when you actually hover over the signal bar, you can see these bars were gigantic, 5-6 points. So it was not easy to take them, but regardless, there are great setups to consider. So slow price action at the beginning, but eventually very, very strong downtrend. So I hope you had a good trading. I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck your trading.